In this video, I'm going to try my best to give my honest opinion on what I think is wrong, not necessarily wrong with Amorim's formation or system, but what I think is the loophole, some of the potholes or ish concerning Amorim's system. Like I said, I'm going to try and give my honest opinion. You can drop yours in the comment section, but this is my honest opinion. Number one, I think that Manchester United needs to be patient with this man. If you recognize that your team is rebuilding, that's normal. If you recognize that the team is building, then the rest of this video might make sense to you. First, you have to recognize that your team is rebuilding. Now, if there's a rebuild, we must understand that there are certain players that will need to still leave. When Mikel Arteta joined us now, it took now only Bukayo Saka survived that team, and that's because he's young and of course he stayed fit. Smith Rowe also left because he was not fully fit. So only Bukayo Saka survived 5 years of constant cleansing in the club. To fix things at the club, you have to give a coach at least 3 full years. 3 full years to actually fix a rebuild. Now, talking about the players who needs to leave, in Amorim's system, there are still players that are not good enough to play certain positions. You might say in your own analysis that you think this guy will fit or you think this guy will fit. The coach sees this things. The coach, you don't know what the coach knows. You don't understand the system more than the coach. So there are players who have to accept. Players like Dalot, of course. Players like Maguire. Players like Luke Shaw. Players like Casemiro will have to leave. So you have to understand that part first. That there are some players that will need to leave for some other players to come in to actually enable the system flourish. That's one. And then my problem with Amorim going forward is that inside the system, he is not flexible inside of the system. You play a 3-4-3 formation. Now, in game, what are the tactical, things are you applying to the game to ensure that your team does not lose when that system is not functioning? That's one of my problems. Amorim, I've watched Manchester United a lot, and I don't think it's just maybe 1 or 2 times that they switch somehow to a 4-4-2 formation or a 4-3-3 formation. And sometimes, only a few times. If you've seen it, of course, also let me know for the comment section. So I think these are the main things that are surrounding so Manchester United, up and down results going this way, results not going this way. I think these are the main issues. Number one, players will need to leave the club for more better players to come in. I'm sure you know those players. Number two, Amorim needs to be tactically flexible with his system. System is not the problem, but the players being used is the problem. The players that do not fit into the system is the problem. I hope with these 2 points of mine, I'm able to convince you